It's not hard to see that the Chicago Bulls have had their fair share of struggles this season, which is also apparent when looking at their record. But regardless, it's unfathomable to think where the Bulls would actually be without the help of DeMar DeRozan, who is inevitably carrying the team. DeRozan has been nothing short of incredible for Chicago, averaging almost 26 points on 52% shooting and over 4 rebounds and assists per game. Now, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, the Bulls should be grateful for one thing more than anything else, and that is having DeMar DeRozan on their roster. It's hard to disagree that he's kept the team competitive in games where they otherwise wouldn't have been, and his great ability to score and create shots for himself has proven to have immense value. And to add a cherry to the top, his veteran leadership has provided much needed stability during a quite shaky season for the Bulls. All these came to fore in the Bulls' 118-113 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Chicago knew that in order for them to stay relevant this season, they needed to build some momentum, especially after finishing the game against Boston Celtics 121-107 in favor of the Bulls. Facing Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks is never an easy task, and that's why they needed a special performance from DeRozan if they wanted to have any hopes of securing the victory. And luckily for the Bulls, that's exactly what they got. I mean, just look at their Twitter. They posted that it must be Thanksgiving because DeMar DeRozan was cooking. He put on a sensational performance, dropping 36 points on 14 of 24 shooting and dishing out 8 assists for good measure. This man's about as clutch as it gets. But as clutch as DeRozan has been in his entire career, he's also capable of drawing the defense and freeing up his teammates for open looks. And this proved to be the case yet again against Milwaukee, as DeRozan's presence opened a shot up for reserve guard Kobe White, who sank a three-pointer that put the Bulls up for good. Additionally, DeRozan's defense was phenomenal, considering they were playing against a championship-caliber opponent. From start to finish, he was locked in and fully engaged on both ends of the court, even ramping up the physicality anytime he found himself switched onto Giannis Antetokounmpo. And when Alex Caruso saw him play, he couldn't hesitate but comment on it. It's what makes us so dangerous. He makes the right plays and is selfless and trusts his teammates. That's what great players do. And you'd think it's only me who thinks DeRozan is like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but Bulls head coach Billy Donovan agrees and is well aware of the greatness that is present in the roster. He's an unbelievable player, obviously. You guys see the shot-making ability. To me, it's just there's a lot that goes into it that's so impressive. One, it's the internal competitiveness and drive to want to be great, to want to win, and the only thing that matters to him is winning, said Donovan. What the coach added though is that DeRozan also puts in an overwhelming amount of work off the floor. He's always lifting weights or studying game film, and is ready to do everything to ensure he stays at the top of his game. According to his teammates, DeRozan is just a special kind of both basketball player and person. You couple that with the fact that he's just an unbelievable human being and a great guy who is the same person every day and does whatever he can to help the group of players and individual guys. He's very unique. He has so many incredible qualities that make him the level of player that he is, the Bulls head coach said. All things considered, DeRozan's performances that are constantly making headlines are far from a thing of past and aren't going anywhere. Even if the Bulls' turnaround doesn't extend far past what we've seen over the past few games, it's becoming seemingly apparent that it will not be for lack of what DeRozan is bringing to the floor.